It is a shame. So Tinubu too can be afraid, but before now he used to criticize and talk and talk and talk, mobilize people to protest governments in the past. So now it's even worse. It's even the worst president in the history of Nigeria. Of course, everybody's aware. And now he does not want anybody to talk and saying that there is a coup against his government. I want to be president. I want to be president. I don't become president now. We don't say you don't get anything. Now your mouth it just they make using all manner of crook and corruption to rule Lagos. But now it's been exposed. The Bola Tinubu presidency has said they planned massive nationwide protests by the citizens is a civilian coup against the government in power. The Tinubu government accused the supporters of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, as the brain behind upcoming Days of Rage nationwide protests against exacerbating hunger, economic hardship, and misgovernance under the current administration. The protest tagged #End Bad Governance in Nigeria, which aims to address the country's governance challenges, has been scheduled from August 1st, 2024. However, the presidency said that Peter Obi's supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria, insisting that Obi should be held responsible for any anarchy that might rise up from the protest. In a statement by Bayo Ononuga, special advisor on information and strategy to President Tinubu, stated, "Don't be fooled. The mad content planning to stage nationwide protests are supporters of Peter Obi, the failed presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and he should be held responsible for whatever crisis emanates from the action." Ononuga, who was also trying to play sentiment as a way of blackmailing Nigerian youth against the protest, alleged that the protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, to launch the destructive #EndSARS protest in Nigeria in October 2020. He said the EndSARS began as a genuine protest by youth against the police special anti-robbery squad, notorious for its high-handedness. Unfortunately, as he claimed, IPOB members planning to extricate the southeast region from Nigeria infiltrated the protest and hijacked it from their own agenda. Lagos still bears the scar of the malicious destruction by IPOB elements until today. The statement Ononuga shared on his X account partly said, 2 years after EndSARS, the IPOB and the gullible innocent joined the Labour Party in 2022 to support Peter Obi, a sympathizer of their cause. They are the people spreading the #End Bad Governance, Tinubu Must Go, and Revolution 2024. They are not Democrats but anarchists. They are attempting to call out our people via propaganda because their messiah Peter Obi failed to win the presidency in the 2023 election as bad losers. They don't have the patience to wait for another election in 2027. They would rather destabilize Nigeria by staging a civilian coup against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If they understand the meaning of their hashtags, they will realize that they are clarion calls for treason. Wanting to end an elected government is high treason. Wanting revolution is a call for a coup d'etat, which is also high treason. I have been on the trail of one of the protest planners who is nameless but claims to have an internet radio station. The anonymous person joined us in August 2022 and has 520 followers today, among whom are FS Yusuf, another rapid Obi supporter, and Professor Pat Utomi, a Labour Party chief, and a guy on X who goes by the name Sudomi, Peter Obi first son. PCM's profile image as someone holding the inscription "Certificate Forger, Not My President," with a photo of Peter Obi as an insert. Only Obi supporters will be talking about certificate forgery long after the Supreme Court dismissed the allegation. In the past 24 hours, this faceless ex-user has been whipping up the gullible to join protests being planned and also posting the activities of his messiah Peter Obi. He retweets Peter Obi often. In one of the posts, a video shows a teenager who is said to be in the north printing t-shirts blazing with "End Bad Governance in Nigeria 2024." There's also a retweeted post by Babatunde Gbadamoshi, a failed and frustrated politician in Lagos. In it, he refers to his earlier post urging people to identify APC members, sponsors, supporters, enablers, talks, promoters, and appointees. The police and DSS ought to have arrested the man for making a brazen threat to political opponents. The statement added. There is General Oluchi, a woman who goes by the screen name, a field marshal of the Han Dynasty. She has been sending out letters of mobilization. She even penned a week 6 letter urging Nigerians to wake up and take control of their country using the language of IPOB, Peter Obi and his supporters. Another member of the malcontents is Brother Bernard, also known as Michael C. Bernard. He is not based in Nigeria because he was once busted over Binance and fraudulent crypto business in Nigeria. Bernard was the man who once wrote that the naira should go down to zero. In a reaction to Oluchi, he said the protesters should remove the increase in salaries for the armed forces as part of their demands. If they want an increment in salary, let them launch their own protest. It is not our job to fight for enablers of evil, he wrote on X. According to our law, men of the armed forces don't protest, an ex-user reminded him. He posted a sarcastic response. By law, they can slap people wearing camouflage and shoot at protester bar. Security agents should by now begin to interrogate these agents of destabilization. There is no country in the world where people are not going through some economic challenges and where the cost of living is not a major issue. No country is immune from economic turbulence at the moment. Civilized and democratic people wait for another election to make leadership changes. They don't trigger mayhem in their countries by staging protests, the end of which nobody can predict. Nigerian citizens must consider the government's attitude and concern about the cost of living crisis when deciding whether to join the protest by the Labour Party and IPOB supporters. The Tinubu government has not been found wanting in this regard. The minimum wage has been increased by more than 100%. Loans are being disbursed to students in tertiary schools. A credit corporation has been launched to promote consumption credit. Palliatives, including the latest distribution of 740 trucks of rice to the 36 states and Abuja, are being rolled out. Businesses such as pharmaceutical are being assisted. The federal and state governments are investing heavily in agriculture to produce more food. The economy is more improving. Inflation is slowing. The national debt has been reduced to dollar terms, and the FIRS has increased revenue generation to record levels. Investors are coming back to our country. Our stock market is the best in the world with a 33% return on investment. President Tinubu has a 4-year mandate to run his agenda. Those calling for protest should wait till 2027 to either re-elect him or elect their messiah, Mr. Peter Obi. You see Anonuga. A bad farmer will begin to complain about what do they call it, bad implement that he's supposed to use. You see the nonsense where this one dey yarn. Yeah. we hear you. Anonuga, you try. No wonder Shogore don't kukuma answer you. Let's exercise a little patience and pray for our leaders. There shall be light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know when protest has become a problem. Now they want to divert attention. They are looking for a way to arrest Peter Obi. Nothing will end bad governance anywhere in the world except love, truth, skills, hard work, and respect for rules and regulations. All of this depends on the quality of our characters and how well each person is raised. I support the idea of protest, but can we undo it without destroying people's properties? Who say they won't destroy people's property? He did the same during Goodluck Jonathan, yet nothing happened. So why now? Tinubu protested against Jonathan. Honestly, APC doesn't have any good intentions for Nigeria. Our leaders who have precipitated the current crisis continue to disparage peaceful protests while failing to implement any meaningful measures to alleviate the suffering of Nigerians. Instead of addressing the underlying issues, they persist in condemning the very protests that are a direct consequence of their own ineptitude and lack of effective governance when the government fails to address. Me and my entire family will never ever join the protest. The hunger and hardship insecurity are meant for those who voted for this manipulated APC government. I wish some persons will advise themselves because the protest may be their last journey on the planet Earth. The government will give the protest all kinds of names and interpretations, but all aimed at stalling it. Kenya tried all this, but nothing worked. The big difference is that Nigeria has been divided by strong ethnic hatred against a major forces group which are refusing to participate as a self-protection measure. Divide and rule will be deployed, but the general distrust for the government, rooted in their bad performance, hunger and anger of the people, is far too deep-rooted that it will fail. Nigeria is facing precarious political storm which can turn into tornado. My concern is that we should support Tinubu to build the Nigeria economy. If it was that easy to build the economy, governors would have contributed. Is President Tinubu only fixing the economy? Just seek dialogue with hunger, extreme poverty, high cost of living, and insecurity. Find ways to share these coming protests. They are in every angle across the country. Nation just seek their audience to resolve the problem. Nigeria's downfall started the day Goodluck Jonathan handed over to Buhari. The ship will continue to sink until we face the reality. Igbo people must be observers in the process and not participants. We have pay our dues for Nigeria. Let others pay as well. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.